Mm. It's nigga. All right, yo. We gonna get into this. It's not gonna be a long live, but you can tell by the title, right? I'm not gonna be here long today. This is a real short one. I'm doing this for a loyal subscriber, a supporter, homeboy of mine had hit DM. He had sent me a video of a woman that was talking about femininity and how women in the female energy is not attracted to masculinity. She said that it's attracted to feminine energy, right? And then she went on to talk about what was she went to go on about basically what different energies of femininity was. Like she said, money. Yes, money is feminine by nature. She said a car. Yes and no. When she, when she kind of went into that whole situation about like everything into like the car. No, some of these things are both, and some of these things are really neither. They like both. Like a car, I wouldn't say a car is necessarily feminine energy, but it has feminine parts, aka people have the ability to go in a car and they feel like they're safe in the car to go inside a car. But then the masculine in it travels out, it gets from point A to point B, destination. That's more left brain. That's a fact, that because that is more left brain. So she was doing good though. Just like a lot of people that get up there, especially women that speak, they be doing real good. Then they go too far. Then they start going too deep into their emotion. They start talking about stuff that benefit their narrative, and that wasn't really true. A lot of it was fun, but she was saying a lot of real stuff. Like she kind of, damn, I knocked my damn water off. But anyway, she kind of contradicted herself when she first said that feminine energy and femininity is attracted to feminine energy. But then at the end, when she said, you could tell by how masculine a person is by how much feminine energy it attract. But that's contradicting yourself if you saying that feminine energy doesn't like masculine energy. It's actually attracted to feminine energy. If you saying that you know how masculine a person is by how feminine energy they attract. Why would that feminine energy be attracted to that masculinity if feminine energy don't f with masculinity in the first place? So you contradict yourself. Now the part that I believe with, that I feel like she was right was when she said feminine energy is attracted to feminine energy. I believe that. I do believe that that's true. But here's the thing. I also feel like feminine energy is kind of more so androgynous than just masculine energy. It's not as linear. See, feminine energy, but it's a science to it because feminine energy is attracted to feminine energy, but they're not attracted to the feminine energy in the same way that people think about it. Like like if a woman is straight, right? She is attracted to a man that's attached to his femininity, but not the same way that you thinking of like a flamboyant gay dude or a dude who acts in her nature. They're not into that type of femininity if they're straight. They're usually into like they're into the feminine energy that's constructed. Like they're into the feminine energy that's constructed in the masculine energy. Like for instance, let's name an element that correlates with the yin or feminine energy, but that's masculine. That'll be fire. Because water is the feminine of the feminine, aka the feminine of the yin, because yin is feminine totality. And then fire is masculine of the yin or masculine of the femininity. So you might see a lot of attraction with feminine energy towards fire. Because that's why water is feminine in the whole, right? Because water is feminine and feminine, aka it's the feminine of the feminine. Fire is the masculine of the feminine, but they're still both feminine in nature, and those can go hand in hand. They pair up really well a lot of times because they're in the same world of vibration. um but and that's how that plays out. But it kind of comes to a situation where like every woman is different. Some women have more masculine energy in them, aka more testosterone, more masculinity, so they're more attracted to feminine energy in general, even if they're not aware of it, whether it's in men or actual play out as women itself. But a woman that has a lot more feminine energy, they're going to be more attracted to the masculine energy. I'm going to say it like this. If the woman got more feminine energy, she's usually going to be attracted to more masculine energy because a feminine. This is why you got so many women. If that wasn't the case, it won't be so many women that hate when guys get deep in their feelings. They don't want the real nice guy or the real guy. They feel like he a bitch. They be like, oh, he too soft. I don't want my. They be like, I don't want my nigga to be too soft. Oh, he too much in his emotions. No, because think about it. A woman is in her emotions all the time. Why would a woman want a man that's completely in his emotions? But listen to what I said. I didn't say a man that's never in his emotions. I didn't say that. I said if you know you live in a world, you live deep in the yin realm, you naturally in the realm of emotions and feelings, right? And you trying the best to deal with it just like as much as you can. Why do you want a man? Your man's supposed to be your other half. That's to be your the person who cater to your energies, who oppose your energies, but in a harmonious way, not friction wise, but in a harmonious way, in a way where they may have what you may lack in certain areas, and you have what they lack in certain areas. That's like you take a really tough stoic man. They don't want to deal with a stoic woman. They already deal with that in their own life. Why would they want another stoic woman around them? They will want a feminine thing, so that the feminine woman, so that they can tap into them when they get done dealing with their hardships in their lives and dealing with all the structure and all that stuff. They want something that they can go with, somewhere they can lay their head at and feel that emotional presence. They want to feel that energy, and it be the same way I feel like with a lot of women. Everybody's different, so I won't speak for everybody. But from personal experience of what people told me, you gotta understand it like that. Like, I personally look at it from a hormonal point of view and an internal energetic point of view. Anyway, I look at it like, if a person carry more feminine energy, they're gonna be more naturally attracted to the masculinity. If they got more feminine energy, if they got more masculine energy, they're gonna be more attracted to the femininity. You see what I'm saying? And vice versa, however you want to say it. But that's how I see it play out, because a female nature can always already be chaotic, but people be taking that to offense, and that ain't even an offense. Y'all just don't. A lot of females, y'all don't even know y'all power. They know these don't be bad things. The emotions and feelings, that's like the spiritual realm and stuff like that. That's a lot of power. Y'all just don't be really knowing y'all power, and y'all over the time, this new age and era, y'all slowly starting to become more and more aware, but y'all still don't really know what y'all fully doing. Like, not everybody, but some people. And it's a lot of power to that shit. So people be trying to take away our power in different ways. But sometimes I see why, because sometimes they have a tendency where it's easy for y'all to like use a lot of narcissism with the stuff too. But not even try to get it, because anybody could do that, because guys do that too. So I ain't throwing no darts at nobody specifically. But that's just how things play out. Like, more so like what kind of energy a person got within them. It's not objective. It's more subjective. But there is objectivity about it. Don't get it twisted. Like when she broke down, when she said, "Oh, feminine energy is more attracted to feminine energy." There's a truth to that, but I bet you if you asked her to break that down, I bet she would break it down in some narcissistic, biased way, some way that fit her biases, the way that fit how she want to see things. But it is true to that though, because feminine energy is attracted to, when it comes, it depends on what it's saying, but feminine energy I feel like is a lot more androgynous by nature than masculine energy. But feminine energy, when it comes to a man in general, I feel like they are attracted to the femininity, but the femininity that's constructed by masculinity, not just the chaotic femininity, like a dude that's just a bitch, or a dude that's like a girl or trans or gay or something. Like, not that type of femininity. That's a different type of femininity. That's like you trying to match the woman's energy. You got to be her polar opposite and shift. If she gonna be the circle, you got to be the square. It can't be y'all both circle. That y'all are incomplete. That's gonna cause friction. Remember, two of the same things create fiction. You see what I'm saying? Two opposite things create harmonious. Think of that's why you think about, I'm not trying to be explicit, but think about a dude penis, right? A dude penis, a dude dick be dry, right? When you go into a female, she's wet. I'm just using an example, but I know that might not be the best example, but like, you got something that's really dry, you got something that's really dry, and you got something that's wet. That wet gonna cater to the dryness. You see what I'm saying? And if something is overly wet and it need to cool off, it need to dry down, it needs to dry off, and the dryness will help to wet it out. You know what I'm saying? So you usually use two separate energies. If you naturally real cold, and you deal with real coldness internally, you chilly, you bone chilly internally, you're gonna want somebody that has some warmth, because that's something within you that you missing, that you lack. So you always gonna try to attract somebody that fulfill you. It's like two. What this is why they talk about other half. Your other half supposed to complete you. You just one half of something. You the other half of something. When y'all both come together, y'all complete each other. What you have, they may not have, so you fulfill them, and vice versa. What they have, you may not have. So when y'all come together, y'all both give each other what y'all both missing, and y'all become complete and come whole, which is what we all trying to do within our own self, as we rising up in this dimensional scales and ascension. But that's a different video and stuff like that. So I'm gonna get too spiritual, but that's how that play out. You know what I'm saying? You gotta understand that too. But other than that, yeah, it's very subjective. It's not just one for all type thing how people try to make it, but there is overall totality of knowledge as far as like how something overall just operates, like when they talk about feminine energy. But it's so subjective, especially these days with everything being like thrown off with hormones and stuff. It's more subjective. If a woman has more feminine energy, she's usually going to be more attracted to more masculine energy, whether she's it's conscious or subconscious. Isn't like everybody go outside thinking, yeah, I'm feminine, I need masculine energy, I'm masculine. No, it don't really work like that. It's more like subconsciously, this is why we be attracted to stuff and we don't even think nothing about it. We just look at it like, oh, this is my thing right here. I like this. This turned me on, or this is it. Not knowing that it's a reason behind these things too, about what we feel comfortable with, what we attract to, what attracts us, and all that stuff like that. Usually, you attract your opposite, but that's like I said, it go deep when you talk about these stuff because you have opposites that are friction, you have opposites that are more harmonious. But I'm not gonna ramble too much because this is gonna be a shorter video. My phone get hot, but that's how that kind of play out. You gotta understand that it play out more like that. It's subjective. Everybody is different. Everybody got their own different alchemical makeup. You can't say because the same way a girl say, oh, feminine energy is naturally attracted to femininity, but she may not understand the actual starting point of why that is, and then you look at it like that. If you attracted to femininity, that's a sign that you got higher masculinity in you anyway. That don't, excuse me, that don't make that wrong, but that means you naturally operating from a higher masculine point of view anyway. If you a female and you're attracted to higher femininity, you got more masculine energy in you anyway. I got a sister, not to put all her business out there, but I got a sister who she got a lot of masculine energy, and this don't mean that she a boy or nothing. No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying she a tomboy. She's still a female, a normal female. Like she wears certain stuff, but her energy in general is more masculine. She has a lot of masculine take charge, a lot of masculine energy. Everything that deal with left brain masculine energy. She not really that much in her feelings all the time. Like she do be on her feelings, but she know how to mask it, well, all that type of stuff like that. Whereas the people that she attract though, she attract a lot of females in her life, right? But the females that like her, cause she got a little lesbian with her, the females that attract her are usually more feminine in nature. You might come across one or two that do be masculine, but for the most part, it be more feminine energy that she attract. It be different people. It be real pretty feminine women that be attracted to her. And I'm just telling people don't be knowing the starting point. It be because of energy. I told people energy almost everything. I'm not saying that to get lost into stuff because you know, but energy is almost everything we talk about this world. It really is, man. Because who you attract be like the energy you got. You know what I mean? And what make you feel comfortable inside. Based upon, you know what I'm saying, what you're attracting, who you're attracted to. You know what I mean? But that, yeah, if she was a real feminine woman, she would attract a lot more masculine energy in her life. Like that's why real feminine energy, a lot of real feminine type women, they're very attracted to more masculine type energy. And granted, it's always going to be subjective. Everybody's different. But generally, when you see like a real strong dude that got a lot of masculine energy, he typically, not all the time, but typically has like a feminine energy to pair up with him. Because that's why they look so good together. They pair. When we think about it, when you think of a hot guy, what make a man hot and healthy is not the same thing that make a woman hot and healthy. When you think of a hot, sexy woman, you think of a woman that got curves. She got a nice body. She got me out a booty. She got nice, breasts and all that stuff like that. Nice body, nice figure, shape. Hoot. When you think of a dude, a women that think of a dude that's hot, they think of a dude that's in shape. That's one of the biggest ones if you a dude. In shape, ripped, got muscles, strong, but I got a chiseled face. You see what I'm saying? All these are dealing with the complete opposites each other, yet they pair so well. Why is that? Because opposites attract. So it was true to what the woman was saying about feminine energy, but that's a deeper video. But it's like that's more so women being attracted to feminine energy that's catered in the masculine energy in the first place, though. Like the fire and water concept. Fire and water both feminine, but fire is the masculine of the femininity. Water is the feminine of the femininity. So they still oppose each other, and they could be in a harmonious way because they basically the same energy. And that's with anybody. That's why air and earth attracted. Air is the masculine of the left brain, aka the masculine. Air is the masculine of the masculine. Earth is the feminine of the masculine. So air and earth come together. A lot of times they got a lot of attraction and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? And things can work in any spectrum, but that's how it pretty much is. I'm gonna get up out here, y'all. But that's how it is. You know what I'm saying? The woman wasn't really wrong. It's just the starting point of why she's seeing it that way. You see what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna lie though, but at the end she was kind of right when she was like she was mainly right though. I'm not gonna lie, she was mainly right. She was right in the end when she was like you could tell how much masculine a guy is by how much feminine energy he attracts. It's actually slightly true. That's slightly true. That is slightly true. I ain't gonna lie. On all levels. When you talk about physically with testosterone, higher testosterone, more masculinity, because that's masculinity physically. If you want to talk about internal masculine energies, your ability to analyze, think, and process more information, the more masculine energy a person got within them, they stoicism and all that stuff like that, that'll attract a lot more feminine. So that is true though. She was hitting the nail on the point for the most part though. I ain't gonna even lie to you. She kind of was. Like I seen some of the chat, some of the guys was like, masculine women. Like here's the kicker. she probably is a more masculine woman. That's why I ain't gonna lie to you about. She probably really is a more masculine woman. I was just saying a lot of stuff she was saying was actually right though. She actually was hitting the money on the nail. That's the difference. I ain't gonna lie to suit a bias about how I feel. Homegirl was on the money. She was right. She was actually right about most of that stuff. She might have said like one or two things that I said, oh, that's kind of lostness. But I was like, it's truth to everything. It's just how you looking at it too. You know what I'm saying? Because she could be looking at some of the stuff wrong, but it don't mean that some of the stuff that she was saying, the concepts wasn't true in nature, and that concept didn't exist in some shape or form. But other than that, yeah, she was in the money on the nail. Real proud of her. She did her thing. She was speaking real talk. You know, a lot of guys. Here's the thing too. Before I get out, because a lot of guys that get real offended when they see a woman speaking up. See, here's the thing. Some women do be flunked out and they be biased and stuff like that, and they do be trying to take advantage of different things. But a lot of times, guys be the same as that way, and they begin intimidated. Guys will never come out of their mouth, but they begin intimidated when they see women come out and say certain powerful things. When they women letting you know their energy, they letting them know that this energy is a certain way. Men be trembling about that type of stuff. Like, and it play out as like men being like trying to fight it, like, oh, this just an overly masculine woman, which she was though. I ain't gonna lie, she was probably operating more of her masculine energy, but ain't no right or wrong. That's just the energy she chose to. She's resonate with at the moment. Ain't right or wrong. Now hopefully she use that in the right areas and direction, and don't be pessimistic and not pessimistic. I mean a narcissistic about it, and put that in the negative area. But other than that, I mean, it is what it is. But guys always be hating. They always do that. Like whenever a girl speak up, they be quick. They hate to hear a woman speak some good truth. They hate to hear a woman speak on her power. When really women got a lot of power. The only time where they seem powerless is they don't know how to utilize their power. It's like say you got all this access to stuff, but you don't know how to do it. You got all this power, but you don't know how to utilize it. It's the same concept. That's how I play out and stuff like that, which can be a more detriment for you than anything. It's like I'm gonna say this before I leave. It's kind of like when they say Cancer was the most powerful zodiac sign. But one of the dudes is like, he was like, but I'm still cool off that because what difference does it make if you're not aware that you got all this power? So you manifesting all this negative shit. You're not negative manifesting all the powerful shit. Like yeah, you got the ability to manifest, but you manifesting all this negative shit because you don't know what you're doing. You don't know you're not aware of your actual power and how to utilize it. So it become more of a detriment than anything. Just like you give a person $1,000,000, if they're in an addictive space or in a self-harming space, they're gonna hurt themselves and harm themselves more with that $1,000,000 and they're gonna help themselves. It's the same concept. But with that, I'm gonna get up out of here. I'm gonna let y'all go. Much love to y'all. I'm glad I got out the homeboy video. I was a little bit longer than I wanted to be. I should be back on her live again soon, but probably today. You know, take a second, get some things situated, take a rest, and probably be back on it, baby. You know what I'm saying? But peace.